A beautiful day as it usually is here in Phoenix. Such a dramatic. And before.
Kevin, thanks for.
Oh, they're getting closer. Thanks, DA. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward. And for Phoenix, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Oubre in at the 3-6.
Well, Ricky Rubio has defined point guard vision. He can see the floor so beautifully.
Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it, Greg? 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future.
Johnson finds Oubre. His three-pointers off the mark. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Morant passes to Valanciunas. Morant against Rubio. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Brooks.
And for a great shooter, Morant really works for high percentage shots. Loves to take it inside.
Right at the free throw line. No good off the back of the rim.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
To the inside. Here's Valanciunas. And that one is good.
Well, efficient scoring in the post. Just one of the reasons Valanciunas is out there.
For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Booker, with no one around, bangs home the trifecta.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Morant. Passes it to Jackson. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Booker. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
That's just superior balance from the crafty guard. If you allow Devin Booker to get close, he's going to draw your contact.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
Oubre with the steal.
Oh, that was slick right there. Great timing to come up with that.
A nice shot by Booker.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And we know the story. Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun. Getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
And here's Phoenix. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Johnson surveying the floor. Booker outside. 6 on the shot clock. But they recover it. On the wing, Johnson fires the 3. And Winslow pulls it down. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Here's Morant. Drops in the layup for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
You're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And so Ayton will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Rubio with a wide open look. It's good on the putback.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Valanciunas, good.
You see the court awareness Morant has. Outstanding at keeping his teammates involved with good looks.
And the basket by Rubio.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Grizzlies trail by 10. Morant, right side. On the wing, Winslow. Jackson dishes to Morant. Back to Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Morant against Rubio. Kicks it out to Johnson. Drills the three-pointer. Johnson's got 5 now.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
At the elbow, it's Winslow. Back to Brooks. And so it's Phoenix holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're playing a bruise. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Suns, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Suns. Inside, Saric and Baines. Then it's Bridges. Then there's Carter. And it's Okobo in at the 2 guard. Bridges with it. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. How about that drive from Mikal Bridges? Draw the contact, young sir.
And Doris, Mikal Bridges, how about 2 national titles in the 3 seasons at Villanova? Got better each and every year.
And think about in his junior season, he becomes one of only 8 major conference players in college basketball history to average 1 block and 1.5 steals while also shooting over 40% from 3-point range. Boy, that is the perfect resume for a 3-and-D wing.
Okobo, first shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Melton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Now the dish to Clark. Now the pass to Melton. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Baines. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Shot clock at 3. It's stolen by Saric. Okobo, the pass to Carter. Got a piece of it.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
To the left side wing. Here's Kaminsky. That one goes. Count it. Kaminsky's got the lead up to 13 now for Phoenix.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Jerome passes to Kaminsky. Crafty move. Bridges, no one around him. Off target with his 3. The Grizzlies trail by 13, and it's Memphis on the break. Here's Gutteridge. Pass to Anderson. It's Jones on the wing. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On the wing, Jones. Looking for Clark, and he gets it there. And there's the whistle. That goes on Frank Kaminsky. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Kelly Oubre's checked in for Phoenix. Booker comes in for Carter. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Brooks comes in for Melton.
Well, I think this is something Jonas Valanciunas has hung his hat on, his ability to consistently get to the offensive window. Nicely done.
It's stolen by Jones. Back to Valanciunas. Anderson kicks to Jones. Pass to Valanciunas. Clark outside. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Offensive rebound. Valanciunas, good. Valanciunas has got it back down to within single digits for the Grizzlies.
Well, not to be denied, right? Jonas Valanciunas takes a hit and still finishes through contact.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Ayton, he's checked in for Phoenix. Aaron Baines comes in for Saric. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Clark. Justice Winslow comes in for Anderson. And it's John Morant in for Jones.
Boy, that play developed just the way they wanted, and Valanciunas made sure they got the bucket. What a tremendous pass.
And that one, good. Booker's got 14 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Morant. Stolen by Jackson. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Morant with the ball, and stolen by Booker. Brooks against Baines. Ayton trying to break free, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Baines has got his first points in this one. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Step back shot. Misses off the right iron. And now here's Oubre. Fast break chance. They get it back. And Ayton stays with it.
What a fantastic offensive rebounder. Ayton's so good at using his physical advantages.
And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Devin Booker putting in some incredible work. He had 14 points, 2 steals, and
with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
So on the floor for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3.
Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
And just as Kelly Oubre was coming into his own as an NBA starter, a meniscus tear in his right knee ended his season. Now, back in action, we'll see how quickly he can recover his explosive athleticism.
4 on the clock. Kicks it out to Booker. Off target from three-point range. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Brooks with it. Now guarded by Booker. Morant against Carter. Tipped away and stolen by Booker. To the paint. He dishes it to Oubre. He feeds it to Ayton. Outside Carter. Kicks it out to Booker. Pass to Baines. Carter outside. Shoots over Winslow. But they'll get another chance. Baines passes to Booker. Oubre outside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Kaminsky, he's checked in for 8. Sharch comes in for Aaron Baines. Bridges, he's checked in for Oubre. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Devin Booker. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The kick out to Anderson. Here's Gutteridge. Defended by Bridges. Clark, the pass to Anderson. Just 3 to shoot. Back to Clark. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he...
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities, and those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Jones kicks to Anderson. And the pass to Melton. Back to Anderson. Pass to Melton. And Anderson has it in the corner. And he makes that one. A minute 20 left to play in the third. Johnson left side. Inside. Here's Kaminsky. And finished off by Kaminsky.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Rubio comes with the double team. Jones dishes to Clark. No good. Shot missing. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Here's Johnson. The rebound by Anderson. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Clark inside. Kaminsky's there. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
And Phoenix making a change here. Booker's checked in. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Kaminsky, the pass to Johnson. Back to Booker. 6 to shoot. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Jackson dishes to Anderson. To the wing right side. Bridges with the steal. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Suns lead by 13. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Aaron Baines out there with Kelly Oubre, and it's Ayton in at the 5. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And Booker kicks to Ayton. Back to Booker. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Oubre. The feed now to Ayton. The shot, no good.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Morant passes to Jackson. Back to Morant. And finished up by Morant.
And I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Suns leading by 11. Oubre, right side. 9 feet out. Uses the glass that time, and it's good.
I tell you, like lightning, Kelly Oubre flashes through on the drive. No one quick enough to stop him.
Morant passes to Winslow. And here's Valanciunas. Back to Winslow. He kicks to Valanciunas. Morant looking around. Memphis moving that ball around.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Suns. In the corner, it's Oubre. Passes to Baines. For 3, Booker. And Winslow pulls it down. Winslow's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
And that one's good. Morant.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Booker against Brooks. Ayton kicks to Baines. Booker outside. Takes a 3. Rubio dishes to Booker. Back to Rubio. The pass to Baines. Grizzlies with the rebound. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Brooks, left side. Pass to Valanciunas. Jackson kicks to Brooks. Morant passes to Valanciunas. Jackson, and another basket for Memphis. Suns leading by 7. Oubre on the wing. Down low. And Ayton throws it down.
Excellent recognition from Kelly Oubre right there. So solid, sensing when one of his guys is open.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Back to Morant. Dishes it to Jackson. Pass to Valanciunas. Out to Morant. That 3 off the mark. Suns have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And a foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Well, I think we know that Devin Booker is known for his shooting, but to me, guys, there's also the passing and the rebounding aspect that comes into play with him.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Sharge checked in for Aaron Baines. Mikal Bridges comes in for Oubre. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. Kicks it out to Booker. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Here's Ayton. Kicks it out to Booker.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Phoenix.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Devin Booker.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Bridges for three. A putback. Great positioning on the putback. Ayton's got the lead up to 13 now for the Suns.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Sharch finds Ayton. Now here is Carter. Back to Ayton. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to Up next, the... Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on two... Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. Thank you.
Thank you, D.A. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3 spot. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Morant. Jackson misses.
And despite that funky delivery, Jackson Jr. has become one of the more lethal three-point shooters in this league, no matter the position.
Give his father a lot of credit. He and his mom, it's in his DNA. I played with his father in Washington, and he was a knockdown, deadly shooter, a champion with the Spurs as well. Now, as far as Jackson Jr., he's already shooting around 40% from beyond the arc. That's an incredible number for a player his age. It makes the Grizzlies very difficult to match up with defensively.
And the Thunder with possession. Here's Paul. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Oh, a good shot blocker who competes hard on defense. Defenders better think twice before trying Valanciunas.
Good.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And now just over a minute played here in the first. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Morant makes it off the glass. Morant's got his second bucket.
Well, you see the burst. Morant very hard to catch once he gains a step.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Morant. To the inside. And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist by Morant.
Well, this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly unselfish.
Paul passes to Adams. Oklahoma City moving it around. Paul kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. The drive by Paul. He's off on that one. Nice D from Valanciunas. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Shoots from 14. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Morant's got 6 points.
They've come out with guns blazing. 4 for 5 from the field. They've got the D reeling.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. He's got 8.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
The pass to Dort. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes,
reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Shot to stop the run. Ferguson's shot is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Muscala, the pass to Diallo. And Noel kicks it over to Schroeder. Here's Ferguson. From 17 feet out. And it's Schroeder missing.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Here's Morant. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Thunder trailing by 10. Schroeder, left side. Muscala gets the bucket.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. From downtown. Memphis the rebound. And Clark is right there.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's Schroeder. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Right wing. Morant against Schroeder. Morant kicks to Anderson. Here's Melton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 3 on the clock. Now here's Morant for 3. Morant with another miss. Here's Schroeder. Yes, that goes in.
Oh, you get it inside like this, you're going to get a high percentage shot almost every time.
Here's Clark. Lays it up off the glass.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. Well, recently, Chris Paul talked about adding some levity.
It sounds so generic to say we have fun, but, like,
Yeah, from what we've seen, Greg, these guys naturally get along.
And you add in the guiding hand of Chris Paul. This team can beat anyone on any night because they're so connected.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. Ferguson out there with Muscala. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Noel. And it's Diallo in a 2-guard. Back to Jones. The kick out to Anderson. Clark dishes to Jones. Feeds to Valanciunas. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And that one's good. Noel.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Memphis leading by 6. To the middle. It's tipped and stolen by Diallo. And the Thunder pushing it up now. And it's blocked.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
The Thunder shooting their first free throw of the night here. The Grizzlies shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Here's Jones. Got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. Brooks, the pass to Winslow. Kicks to Jones. Left side Jackson. Trying to find Brooks. He's got it now. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Chris Paul, he's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul left side. Launches a 3. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Memphis leading.
And add Valanciunas to the list of traditional bigs who are trying to stretch out their games. Last year, he shot more threes per contest than in any other season. And he actually hit them in a decent clip.
Jones kicks to Valanciunas. Shot clock at 5. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up.
And Gilgeous-Alexander the bucket on the assist by Paul. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter.
And even though Valanciunas has added the 3-ball to his game, his value to this team really lies elsewhere.
Yes, yeah. He better know where his bread is buttered and stay in his lane, because no question, he's there to be a space eater. Look, think about it. He gives you high-level rebounding, efficient scoring inside. But if he wants more minutes on the floor, an improved jump shot is key for him.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Paul. Down low. Deflects the pass. Winslow with it. He's picked up by Paul. And the layup's good off the glass.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Well, Steven Adams could be the league's most physical presence. All-star Jimmy Butler said that he is just so strong. Butler says he hit me with a screen, and I thought my life was over. Adams said his strength doesn't help with flopping. The refs are like, get up. Guys, he has a sense of humor about it, and maybe that's a counterbalance to his great physical gifts.
You're right, D.A. He is strong. Thanks for that report. D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Memphis. Ja Morant comes in for Tyus Jones.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
1:07 left in the first half. Here's Paul. That one doesn't drop. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Morant outside. Up and in on the layup. Morant's got 16 points.
Man, I love watching this kid play. Morant, he's just electric at the offensive end. He's having a night.
Here's Paul. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. And now a 9-point Memphis lead.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Offensive rebound. Here's Dort. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Morant against Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Morant. 18 points for him. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Morant's got the lead up to 11 now for the Grizzlies. The Thunder shooting their second and third free throws tonight. Free throw drops for Paul.
Well, look, I've always thought that the way Paul leads his team is impressive. Look, he's always talking, giving instruction. I guess he's a real player coach. He's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to... It was all Ja Morant in the first quarter. He ended up with 22 points and 1 rebound. And that's a...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the small forward position. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I'll tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Jackson misses. Thunder trailing by 10. And they're running. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Paul. Gallinari surveying the D. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Diallo, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Gutteridge is checked in. Passes it to Brooks. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And that one drops. And the Grizzlies lead by 12.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team.
Adams shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
A massive energy force. Adams is about 270, and that's all nasty. Very hard to contain, and he draws a lot of fouls.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jones is checked in. The Thunder also changing it up. Noel's checked in for Gallinari. Terrence Ferguson comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Paul. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. It's stolen by Adams. Oklahoma City moving it around. Back to Schroeder for 3. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Brooks against Schroeder. Knocked loose. Pass to Gutteridge. Here's Jackson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Memphis shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Mike Muscala is checked in for the Thunder. He's perfect from the line this time. Thunder trailing by 12. Schroeder dishes to Noel. To the inside. And it's Schroeder missing.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
Inside, here's Clark. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Clark's got the lead up to 14 now for the Grizzlies. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Diallo. And the layup's good off the glass.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Back to Jackson. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Jackson's got his second bucket tonight.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And slam dunk by Noel.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Offensive rebound. To the paint. Stolen by Jackson. 55 seconds left to play here in the third. Clark, the pass to Melton. Inside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Corky Dangs checked in for Jackson. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Dort's checked in. Pass to Ferguson. Back to Schroeder. Muscala with the bounce pass. To the middle. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
Jones, the pass to Jang. Back to Jones. Dort grabs the miss. Thunder trailing by 14. Wide open look. That shot no good.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Memphis out in front. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
This is the versatility you need to play in today's game. 2 guards have to be able to make plays for others.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the 4th quarter. We've got Mike Muscala, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. Then there's Gallinari, and it's Dort in its small forward. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
I tell you what, they got a nice reservation for him over on the bench if he keeps this up. 4th turnover already.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Adams checked in. Back to Paul. Gallinari on the wing. The pass to Paul. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Gallinari. Over to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Dort. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
It's blocked. Paul surveying the floor. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Got a piece of it. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Paul's running. Passes it to Dort. And it's blocked.
And timing is so important. I mean, right there, Brooks shows nice judgment, being able to get the rejection.
Here's Morant. Thunder with the rebound. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, Paul in position. Stolen by Winslow. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. This one for 3. And again, Memphis no good.
He just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Well, the transition point started by Morant. Not only with the steal, he got the break going with the first pass.
Here's Dort. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Even for a player who's not a 3-point specialist, I mean, that's a shot you've got to knock down.
Out to Morant. The feed to Valanciunas. Morant on the follow. And the Grizzlies lead by 16.
Constantly competing. Morant is a terrific rebounder for his position and also a terrific finisher.
Got a piece of it to stop the drought. 1:53 left in the game. Here's Valanciunas, and the layup falls.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game. So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
Here's Melton. Makes it off the glass. Thunder trailing by 20. Kicks it out to Paul. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. And that's now 6 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Grizzlies.
In the end, they had a better...
Just no denying his athletic ability. Jackson, whenever he sees a chance to attack the rim and make a statement, he doesn't waste any time rising up.
Pass to Dort. Clock at 6. Looking to get it going. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Oh, the quick trigger on Paul is what I like to see. Don't put it on the deck. Just catch, shoot, and ring it up.
Outside, Jones. The three-pointer, no good. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Gallinari. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Never been afraid to put himself in harm's way. CP3 knows how to get to the line.
And so Paul nails both of them. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Jones. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
The Thunder with another miss. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get...
Well, Kevin...
Special talent indeed. David, thank you. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Ayton is out there with Johnson. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Here is Paul. Pass to Dort. Shot clock at 6. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. The tray. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. But we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. Here's Booker. Rubio outside. Pass to Oubre. Five on the clock. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Oubre Jr., difficult play there, but finds a way to get to the free throw line.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%. And the self-described Tsunami Poppy. Kelly Oubre used to call himself the Wave, but as he grows, so too does the nickname.
Well, the wave for him is a metaphor for his life's approach. The energy that you put out coming back. And Kelly Oubre is the kind of guy who's looking to attack with force and fury. So that kind of ebb and flow is helping out his NBA career.
Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Zero hesitation from Shea on that play.
Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. Johnson surveying the floor. Here's Ayton. The Thunder pull it in.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. The Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Booker outside. Puts the move on. It's deflected.
Well, good work from Gallo there. You forget sometimes at 6'10" that he can come up with those kind of defensive plays. Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Here's Booker. It's good.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
That's a good job by Ayton making the read and staying aggressive on defense, helping to get that steal.
Pass to Adams. Out to Gallinari. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Ayton.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs. And, you know, we talk a lot about Paul as a leader on and off the court. Was elected president of the Players Association back in 2013, re-elected for a 4-year term in 2017. People simply trust his point of view.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Sharch comes in for Johnson. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Oubre.
Well, you understand what the defense is trying to do, but Rubio just so creative out there to make plays.
And stolen by Ayton. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Rubio's got the ball.
Yeah, easy call.
For Phoenix, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Such a capable floor general and a very strong defender. Ricky Rubio continues to make his impact felt on any ball club that he plays for. Tricky and fun to watch.
And the Thunder making a change here. Diallo's checked in. And it's Noel missing. Well, we know for Chris Paul, Greg, it's nothing new to lead, but on Oklahoma City last year, he had to do it without being surrounded by superstars.
And, you know, that's okay. Paul's a guy who wants to set the table. You have to have the ball to do that, and he's at his best when directing traffic and making his teammates better.
So it's Rubio bringing it up for Phoenix. There's the pass to Baines, and the dunk by Baines.
And Rubio just waiting for the shooter to get open and then gets the assist.
Passes it to Ferguson. Three-pointer on the way. Saric grabs the board. Suns leading by 3. Here's Bridges. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Wants to get it to Baines and does. Saric passes to Baines, and the dunk by Baines.
And Saric, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Back to Schroeder. Down low to the inside. 4 on the shot clock. Noel passes to Schroeder. And the wing jumper offline.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And that does. And if you're wondering whether players watch the standings, check out this clip from Chris Paul.
One thing we have to do is stop comparing ourselves.
You know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Ferguson out there with Mike Muscala. Then there's Nerlens Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Diallo in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to lose.
It's a solid blueprint. It's his first trip to the line.
With Schroeder, it's all about speed. He just changes direction and shifts into another gear, Kevin. That's where his advantage lies.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Dort's checked in. Johnson, he's checked in for Phoenix. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Chris Paul's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. Kaminsky, he's checked in for the Suns. Here's Okobo. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Okobo, the pass to Baines.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
There's the feed to Adams. No good on that one. So Phoenix will take it the other way. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Johnson wide open. He fires. from outside off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And a former high-level recruit, Dort went undrafted, but it didn't take him long to make an NBA team and contribute.
Yeah, he played around 20 minutes a game last year for OKC, and he just really prided himself on bringing toughness and defense on a nightly basis. Trust me, there's plenty other guys on that roster who can do the scoring job, so he settled in nicely and continues to work on being more consistent offensively.
Carter kicks to Kaminsky. Akobo, the pass to Baines. Pass to Kaminsky. Johnson for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Akobo, the pass to Baines. That one misses. Adams, some nice D. Poked away, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Booker against Gallinari. Here's Adams. That's tipped. Suns leading by 7. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Here's Ayton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Lots of times you don't mind fouling a big, but Ayton's a solid foul shooter.
The Suns shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a walking double-double. This guy has a huge physical advantage on the nights that he's playing other bigs, whether that's by his size or his ability to run the floor. And if he comes out with an aggressive mentality, he could really punish some teams throughout the course of a regular season.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
Well, Booker has established that he can score and now showing that he can play make.
And some think that Ayton has a chance to be in a class with some of the great big men we've seen, be it Ewing or Robinson, Hakeem. I mean, those are very lofty standards. Brent, how does he get there?
It's a great question. I think when you talk about it, Kevin, you got to look at the defensive end. And those names that you just mentioned on a nightly basis were a force behind anybody on the perimeter. When they came into that house, it was defended. If Ayton gets there, he's got a big opportunity.
On the wing, Booker. The dish to Ayton. Booker against Noel. Booker the pass to Ayton. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age, Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
You think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting, but Gallinari eventually dealt in the Carmelo deal, and his career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pass to Schroeder to the left wing. 5 to shoot. Here's Muscala. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Charge inside. A nice shot by Booker.
And Devin Booker showing a nice touch around the rim.
Here's Ferguson. And so it's the Phoenix Suns. Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. The deepest hole they got themselves into in the opening period. And that's
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Without question, Aaron Baines displaying his skills today.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot, so right now he's feasting.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Oubre, and it's Ayton in at center. Booker inside, and Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, Ayton out there playing poker with the flush.
Thunder trailing by 11. And it's Paul penetrating. Yep, that one goes.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And the basket by Johnson.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Gallinari left side. Now the pass to Adams. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are three guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Booker finds Carter. Phoenix no good that time either. Thunder trailing by 11. And now here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs.
He gets really smooth sometimes. Gilgeous-Alexander has some size, and he challenged the defense with it that time.
The Thunder have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Mike Muscala comes in for Adams. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. And Phoenix also making a switch. Kaminsky's checked in. Carter, that's good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
And remember, an early part of the process in Philadelphia, it's taken Noel a little time to define his role in the league.
The length and athleticism is just something that you can't teach, and that keeps people intrigued about Nerlens Noel. His skill set continues to be a work in progress, but there's been some signs of a turn for Noel now.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good, and a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Ball's knocked loose. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Muscala. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Muscala, the pass to Noel. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Inside, Oubre, and finished off by Oubre.
Yeah, Oubre breaking out the hammer.
Down low. And it's Noel missing. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
They get it back. In the corner, it's Oubre. The 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Here's Schroeder. And he banks in the layup. Schroeder's got 6.
How about the feel and the awareness he had there, finding his teammate behind the defense on the break.
A nice shot by Booker.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Thunder trailing by 13. Feeds it to Noel. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Great to have Noel active like that, proving how dangerous he can be on the inside.
And Booker kicks to Carter. Off target from outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Booker in the post. Gilgeous-Alexander covering.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Here's Oubre, and finished off by Oubre.
Too good at getting to that opening. Oubre quick to the rack.
And so it's Phoenix holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Diallo out there with Paul, and it's Dort in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Paul against Rubio, lays it up off the glass. And the Suns lead by 11.
This has always been a bit of an issue. Ricky Rubio, his finishing ability on the inside gets it done that time.
To the right side. Back to Diallo. And stolen by Ayton. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
And the Suns making a change here. Haynes is checked in. Back to Diallo. Passes to Gallinari. Now Diallo. Pass to Dort. Adams down low. Ayton's there. Diallo kicks to Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Gallinari against Baines. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Phoenix leading by 11. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And that's now 8 points for Ricky Rubio.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Diallo finds Gallinari. Back to Diallo. To the middle. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's foul number 2 for him. Pass to Gallinari. Now Paul out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. Gallinari passes to Adams.
Well, Ayton at 7'1" has a 7'5" wingspan, so those arms helping out.
Over to the wing. The pass to Jerome. Bridges kicks to Baines. The Suns need to get a shot off. Jerome. And the 3 off target. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. It's a 13-point game. Here's Ayton. And Adams sends it back.
And Steven Adams just throwing that one out of the way.
That's a 2 from Paul. And it comes off the front of the rim. Suns leading by 13. Rubio with it. Now guarded by Gallinari. Gallinari against Rubio. Kicks it to Bridges. Phoenix no good that time either.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Oklahoma City. And then for Phoenix, Johnson, he's checked in for 8. Kelly Oubre comes in for Bridges, and it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. Passes it to Paul.
Come to me.
Over Carter. And it's Paul missing. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Baines passes to Johnson. Oubre outside. Johnson kicks to Baines. Johnson, the tip in on the offensive rebound. And the Suns lead by 15.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Suns.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
Hey, you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for DeAndre Ayton.
And so many times on the defensive end showed off those quick mitts, jumped all over the opposition and swiped the ball away a number of times.
To the paint. Adams' shot is off. And it's Phoenix's ball. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Oubre outside. He feeds it to Baines. And the dunk by Baines.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
It's stolen. Carter with it. Baines high post. Carter with the bucket.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena, you can play
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting five. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K. Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Andre Ayton out there with Johnson. And it's Oubre in at the 3. And for the Grizzlies, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward.
I love how Rubio controls the pace, able to shift gears in an instant.
It's Brooks on the wing. Back to Morant. Clock at 6. They get a hand on it. Down low, out to Brooks. They get the rebound. Pass to Winslow. Morant scanning the floor. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Here's Oubre, and finished off by Oubre.
I think this is Rubio's greatest trait. I love to watch him move the basketball, and so does his coaching staff.
Brooks, the pass to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
A nice shot by Booker.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
Brooks dishes to Morant. Back to Brooks. Rubio against Morant. And finished off by Morant.
A guy who can lull you to sleep and then burst right past you. Ja Morant on the attack.
And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant, and they had only a 6% chance of landing that number 2 overall pick.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
You know, one of those second-round picks who looks like he'll be in this league a long time. That's Dillon Brooks.
Now, here's Rubio. Here's Ayton. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Morant against Rubio. Here's Jackson, and it's good for 2. They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Ayton, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They are just killing him on the interior.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Morant kicks to Winslow. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You look back at that 2019 draft, Zion goes 1, Morant goes 2. And with everything we know about them now, could you imagine having to make that choice today?
That is a tough choice, GA. Or even crazier, could you imagine having both of them on your team? The reason why I say that, as amateurs, they played together in South Carolina. Little did they know at the time, they would be the future of this league.
The Suns have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
And the toughness Saric provides is an important component. A physical, strong forward who does whatever is asked of him.
Jones checked in for John Morant. Here's Gutteridge. Clark outside. He can't get that one.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Bridges. It's deflected.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Now here's Jones. Melton passes to Clark, and it's Clark with the jam.
Skying high, one of his advantages as an undersized forward.
Here's Jerome, defended by Jones. Jerome, good.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Pass to Jones. Passes it to Clark. Releases. And that one's drained from the low block.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Out left to the wing. Bridges passes to Baines. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And there's the pass to Melton. Banked in off the glass.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
And you wonder how long they can keep it going. At some point, you expect the defense will adjust.
Baines inside. Some solid defense from Clark. And that concludes a back-and-forth high-scoring first quarter of play. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Suns, Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. Then there's Carter. Then it's Frank Kaminsky. And it's Jerome in at the point. Now here is Carter. Here's Jerome. The feed now to Kaminsky. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Outside, Jones. Lays it up and banks it in. Jones has got the lead up to 1 now for the Grizzlies.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Here's Carter. The Grizzlies pull it in. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Outside, Jones. The dish to Clark. Kaminsky with the double team. No good from Clark. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter.
And one of the biggest surprises last year for Memphis, Brandon Clark, brought not only the energy, the rebounds, the block shots, he brought the three-point shooting.
And so here's Memphis. After the Suns pick up 2. It's Anderson with the drive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
On the drive, Anderson won't blow by you, but he'll find a way to get his shot.
Here's Saric. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. A player known for his athleticism, Clark's skill set may have been underappreciated by people in personnel.
Not only the long-range shooting, Clark showed up with a terrific floater, hit his free throws. He even started creating for others by the end of last year.
We've got 1:48 left in the second quarter. Here's Kaminsky. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
And it's Jones with the ball for Memphis. They trail by 1. Pass to Melton. Here's Clark. Rebounded by Kaminsky. It's stolen by Jones. To the wing on the left. Melton passes to Jones. Some solid defense from Šarić. For Phoenix, they've gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. And it's Carter missing. 2 for 1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Offensive rebound. The Suns shooting 70% from the floor. Truly incredible work from this offense tonight. Count it. Šarić has got 8 points.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Now about 10 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Anderson finds Jones. Back to Anderson. Over Šarić. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Anderson's got his second bucket of the game to go. Carter looking around. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Brandon Clark. For Phoenix, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. Carter hits them both. 6 seconds left in the first half. Here's Morant. And it is good at the buzzer. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Jones. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. They're in good position at the half. And that's a wrap.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
Oof. That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. And not even 3 quarters out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Now here's Booker. It's it alive, and Ayton stays with it. Ayton's got 7 points.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
And Brooks gets it to go.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Morant against Rubio. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. And he comes up with the deuce.
And you know what? That play doesn't happen a few years ago. Rubio's a lot stronger now.
Pass to Morant. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Morant's got the lead, back up to 1 now for the Grizzlies.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And the shot goes in. He's got 8.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Morant outside to the inside and stolen by Ayton. Booker left side, stolen by Brooks. Here's Morant. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the two teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the two teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the three and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it. Count it. Good.
Valanciunas getting rewarded there for putting down a solid screen on the pick and roll.
Here's Rubio. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Rubio's got 6 points in the quarter. Morant outside. Inside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you've got to protect the ball.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Phoenix. The drive by Rubio. Booker outside. To the middle. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Now here's Valanciunas. Right side Jackson. Down low. Here's Morant. On the wing, Winslow. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Morant. Rubio against Valanciunas. Rubio taking his time here. He kicks it to Ayton. Offline with the baseline jumper.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Back to Brooks. Here's Valanciunas, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Gotta love the big man Valanciunas fighting for that extra chance, and he was rewarded for his effort.
And here's Rubio. He's got 10. Oubre passes to Ayton. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Ayton's got the lead up to 4 now for the Suns. His leads have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Morant dishes to Brooks. The 3. Rebound by the Suns.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Booker in the corner. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Jackson against Oubre. Kicks it to Ayton. Shoots over Winslow. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. .11 seconds left here in the third quarter. He dishes it to Jackson. 4 seconds left, and the dunk by Winslow.
And jumping off 1 foot on the drive, this is where Winslow really does elevate.
Up in time. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. And it's Kaminsky in at center, locking down the middle. There's Winslow. The Suns getting the bucket. Brooks outside. Passes it to Valanciunas. 6 to shoot. Can't hit that one. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Inside. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
He feeds it to Kaminsky. Rubio outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Strong drive by Ricky. What he lacks in athleticism, he can make it up with his toughness.
And the Suns making a change here. Johnson's checked in.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
To the left side wing. Anderson kicks to Winslow. Brooks outside. Dishes it to Valanciunas. The kick out to Anderson. And another turnover here by Memphis. Morant, he's checked in for Memphis. Suns leading by 8. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Rubio against Morant. Rubio outside. Brooks with it. Morant outside. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. To the inside. Bridges with the steal. Saric right side. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from Morant.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Calling for the ball in crucial moments. Morant steps up when it matters most.
The drive by Booker. And he knocks down the first one. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Gutteridge is checked in. The Suns making a switch here.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
The 3 from Morant. Morant with another miss.
Okay, when you're trying to make a comeback, you can't be hucking up low percentage threes. You have to find a better shot within the offense.
Here's Jerome. An easy 2 points on the layup. Jerome's got the lead up to 8 now for Phoenix.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Good work there as it goes.
Well, Morant's awareness in the pick and roll is special. He usually makes the right reads.
The drive by Booker and the dunk by Booker.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Morant. Over to the left wing. Feeds it to Valanciunas. The kick out to Anderson. Here's Morant. And another basket for Memphis.
This is why he has the ball. Ja Morant, he loves to deliver in these moments.
Jerome passes to Ayton. Booker with no one around. Again, Phoenix.
I like that approach, playing inside out, forcing the defense to scramble.
Up top, Morant. Clark outside. Up top, Morant. He's guarded by Johnson. Morant kicks to Valanciunas. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Over Johnson. Out to Morant. Second chance shot. Know what? They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Jerome passes to Booker. And he's good on the three ball. And the Suns lead by 11.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Valanciunas dishes to Morant. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. So it's the Suns winning easily here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead. And let's...
Hey, Kevin, thanks.
They're such a great reflection of their coach. Thanks, D.A. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at small forward. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3 spot. And he gets it to go.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates. You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
Here's Jackson. Out to Morant. Back to Jackson. The Thunder pull it in. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Lays it up off the glass.
Woo-hoo-hoo! The burst of speed from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Put it on the deck, get to the cup.
Indoors, when you just look at the numbers the last 2 seasons, Gallinari has been playing like an all-star.
Now, Greg, you're talking about 20 points per game, 6 rebounds, a couple of assists, and he began to shoot a higher volume of threes, which obviously sometimes leads to a little bit less efficiency. But not for Gallinari. He's actually improved his accuracy from the three-point line.
Gallinari and the rejection by Jackson. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. Brooks finds Winslow. To the paint. Here's Valanciunas. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
So much of the NBA is about pick-and-roll opportunities, and who better than Jonas Valanciunas to roll to the cup? Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic, but boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Morant against Paul. And Adams sends it back.
Well, so good at anticipating when shots are going to go up. Steven Adams, terrific protecting the basket.
5 to shoot. Here's Valanciunas. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Valanciunas has got his second basket of the game.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Gallinari passes to Adams. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. And the pass to Dort. To the middle. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the second dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line. Throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble.
Now here's Brooks. Back to Morant. And the rejection by Noel.
This is a staple of his game. Nerlens Noel sends it back.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Muscala, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And Memphis also making a switch. Gutteridge is checked in. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Diallo, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Clark, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Brooks. And Jones subbed in for Morant. Here's Ferguson. Moves back up. The putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
We're talking about a guy who's got incredible length. Nerlens Noel doing work on the glass.
Passes to Melton. Jones looking for an opening. Here's Clark. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Pass to Muscala. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Diallo kicks to Noel. Here's Ferguson, and it's blocked.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
1:19 left to play in the first quarter. From downtown, Muscala hits the bucket.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Diallo finds Schroeder. Inside, here's Ferguson. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Memphis leading. Jones against Schroeder.
Boy, Noel doesn't make anything easy. A ferocious defender who makes great use of that wingspan.
Here's Clark. And that one is off. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Here's Diallo. It's Clark with the rebound. Grizzlies have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. And stolen by Noel. Here's Ferguson. Anderson with the block. With 4 seconds on the clock, kept alive. And no good on the last second attempt this time. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. When it comes to the art of providing leadership, CP3.
The guys on the team already tell.
Well said. He does a great job of keeping everyone involved and on the same page.
And Kevin, he practices what he preaches. He plays the right way and motivates his teammates to do the same.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
Chris Paul is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Mike Muscala. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Diallo in at the small forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. And it's the Thunder with the ball. Following the missed shot by Tyus Jones. 3-on-3. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
What's up?
Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are the guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside, because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
On the wing, Winslow. Jackson passes to Brooks. Outside, Jones. Launches a three. The Thunder pull it in. And here in the second, with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Dort. Doesn't go that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Brooks outside. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Here's Gallinari over Brooks. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Justice Winslow.
Just tremendous initiative from Gallinari. Puts it on the deck, forces the defender into a tough situation.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Morant's checked in.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Brooks finds Morant. Pass to Winslow. Wants to get it to Morant and does. That one falls.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Paul. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's Morant. And he makes good on the layup. Morant's got the lead up to 6 now for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Paul passes to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Night after night, game after game, Chris Paul understands where to put the ball and when. Nicely done.
Paul against Morant, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Morant outside. Adams, some nice D. The Thunder have gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. Here's Noel, and slam dunk by Noel.
Oh, how about Noel knowing how to throw it down? Fantastic finishing these drives.
And once Schroeder was asked to name his favorite NBA city, I believe it surprised a lot of fans when he said Milwaukee.
That's right, Greg, but he cited the strong German culture there. Schroeder, of course, went straight from Germany to the NBA. He relied on his athleticism early on, but now he's seeing the game much better, plays under control, can lead the team. He has had a tremendous amount of growth.
And it's Schroeder missing. The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Melton feeling it out a bit. Morant outside. Clock at 4. That shot is off. So the Thunder will take it the other way. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Morant finds Valanciunas. Morant against Schroeder. And it's Morant missing.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Baz. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. Man, that's...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Then there's Ja Morant. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's Melton in at the 2.
This is where Morant is so dangerous. The open court, he knows how to exploit a defense.
Paul can't get it to go. Memphis leading by 8. Picked off in midair. And Paul with a clear path to the hoop over Anderson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
This guy is so good at getting his man in the air. You know you shouldn't bite on the pump fake by Chris Paul. Yeah, good luck, defender. It's so good.
Muscala, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Diallo comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul against Morant. Jackson. Good on the shot. Jackson's got 5 now.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Ball outside. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 7 rebounds in the game.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
The pass to Melton. Morant outside. Clock at 6. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Out to the wing. That's a 2 from Paul. The feed to Muscala. Morant comes with the double team. Gallinari finds Diallo. Out left to the wing. Here's Dort. It's rebounded by Memphis. Valanciunas has got 8 rebounds in this game.
Not a terrific start here in the second half. 4 attempts, nothing to show for it.
Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Noel's checked in.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
Noel against Clark. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Clark's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Grizzlies. Peter passes to Muscala. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Chang. Takes it off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 9.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Ferguson, defended by Jones, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. This is his first free throw of the game.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for the Thunder.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Jones, the pass to Jang, and finished off by Jang.
Well, how about the aggressiveness at the point of attack? Zhang finishing like he means it.
The drive by Schroeder. And it's Noel missing.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Jones, no one around him. The Thunder pull it in. Muscala's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
This guy's got tremendous length for his position, so at 6'6", Gilgeous-Alexander confident attacking in the paint.
Clark left side. Outside, Jones. Memphis moving that ball around. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. For Memphis, they have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this one. And that one falls for Jones. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Muscala. And so Jones nails both of them. 43 seconds left to play in the third. Adams outside. Pass to Noel. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Schroeder. And the 3 ball is good. Schroeder's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Well, you have to at least honor the long ball from Dennis Schroeder. He is more than capable from that distance.
Schroeder against Jones. He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here.
And he hit his foul shots a season ago at about a 74% clip.
For the Thunder, Gallinari, he's checked in for Terrence Ferguson. And it's Paul in for Dennis Schroeder.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Adams. It's Clark with the rebound. Brooks feeling it out a bit. 1 second left. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Stolen by Jackson. Morant with it. Now guarded by Gallinari. They grab their own miss. Out to Morant. And taken away by Paul. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive.
Well, Gallinari a scorer at heart, but how about the unselfishness? Perfectly sets up his open teammate.
Now here's Morant. Defense right on him. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Here's Paul. Stolen by Brooks. From 18 feet away. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Boy, that play developed just the way they wanted, and Valanciunas made sure they got the bucket. What a tremendous pass.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Adams' shot is off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Brooks dishes to Jackson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Gallinari.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
He hits the second from the line. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the 3. They get it again, and it's Adams on the follow.
Well, simply stated, Steven Adams is a force to be reckoned with rebounding the basketball.
Morant against Paul. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Chris Paul picks up that one. Clark, he's checked in for Jackson.
And becoming more of a playmaker. Doris, I think that's where Adams made the most in terms of improvement last season.
The numbers would back that up, Greg, because he practically doubled his assist rate. The Thunder actually ran their offense through him a little bit more often, and the team shared the ball more as a whole. For Brad Stevens, he said OKC was one of his favorite teams to watch last season, and there were many people who felt the same way.
Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now, as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Anderson kicks to Brooks. 6 on the shot clock. He dishes it to Jang. Over Gallinari. And another miss by Memphis.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Here's Dort. That's tipped. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clark. And the Thunder making a switch here. Noel's checked in. And Memphis also making a switch. Tyus Jones, he's checked in for John Morant. Paul for 3. But they recover it. Noel passes to Gallinari. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen by Jones. Pass to Jang. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Here's Dort. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Jones. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got his 6th rebound on the night. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Jones covering. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
Jones kicks to Zhang from past the arc. The Grizzlies with another miss. Thunder trailing by 10. Hall finds Gallinari. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Back to Noel. Paul outside. And the lead is down inside single digits.
Boy, this is an art Chris Paul mastered a long time ago, scoring in the paint against the tightest defense.
Here's Jones. He feeds it to Zhang. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And here are the Grizzlies with it. Muscala dishes to Schroeder. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within single digits. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Now the pass to Zhang. Count that bucket.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. And tonight it'll be the Oklahoma City Thunder going up against the Phoenix Suns here at their home Talking Stick Resort Arena. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. You'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the... So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the 3 slot. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Andre Ayton out there with Johnson, and it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Adams. Gallinari against Johnson, and it's Gallinari missing, and it's the Suns' ball. Booker the pass to Johnson. Fires the 3. No good from Booker. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City.
And Bones, Devin Booker capable of big nights. One of just a few players with multiple games of at least 59 points.
Well, he's always looking to put pressure on the defense, and he's got such a wide array of skills, not only shooting the basketball, but has shown off more of his patience and playmaking ability as he moves through his career.
Oubre dishes to Rubio. Back to Oubre. Shot clock at 6. Ayton, the pass to Booker, and it's blocked.
Nice job, SGA, coming in and using that long, athletic wingspan.
Paul outside. Dishes it to Adams. Johnson with some nice D.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
Oubre passes to Johnson and taken away by Paul. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
It's his first trip to the line.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, a rock solid 79%.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. The Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Phoenix, no good that time either. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Johnson with the block, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile 1 block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Rubio against Paul. Here's Booker. It's good.
And Booker getting more and more comfortable fighting through NBA defenses. He used his ability there to get through contact.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Oubre on the wing from outside the arc. The shot, no good. And the Thunder going the other way now. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Phoenix making a change here. Sharge is checked in. Here's Ferguson, covered by Oubre. The offensive rebound, Noel. Great D that time from Oubre.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
A nice shot by Booker. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot, and you know you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
And Saric kicks to Booker. Clock at 6. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Here's Ferguson. It's tipped.
Well, that's successful physicality on Oubre's part. Not afraid to get right up in the shooter's business.
It's stolen by Schroeder. 1:05 left to play in the first. Here's Noel. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
And it's Rubio with the ball for the Suns. And here's Booker from the arc. Phoenix no good that time either.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And Devin Booker had surgery on that right hand back in the summer of 2018. Took the opportunity to work on his left hand, and ever since, his game has just gone to another level.
You wonder how much confidence, GA, he's had in making plays, not only scoring the ball with the left hand, but assisting with the left hand, and what that's opened up for him in terms of opportunities to be more effective as an offensive weapon.
34 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Booker left side. Kaminsky finds Baines. He gets it in there.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Schroeder passes to Noel. And Noel throws it down. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Passes it to Carter. Plays it up and banks it in.
Well, Booker has established that he can score, and now showing that he can play make.
Here's Schroeder. Here's Noel. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Thunder. They lead by 1. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Thunder, Dennis Schroeder is out there with Diallo. Then it's Mike Muscala. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Ferguson in at the 3 spot. Carter finds Baines. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. For Phoenix, they've had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. For the Thunder, Dort's checked in. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Oklahoma City trailer. Pass to Dort. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And Dort gets it to go.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Bridges dishes to Baines. 2 points. That one goes. Baines has got 6.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Back to Diallo. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the clock. Here's Gallinari. And Baines pulls it down. And it's Phoenix's ball. Bridges, no one around him. No good from outside. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Gallinari attacking. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
Terrific to see Gallinari ducking his head in and taking it strong on the drive, getting the foul there as a result.
Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Andre Ayton's checked in for Phoenix. Ricky Rubio comes in for Carter. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Adams checked in. Here's Jerome. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. From 12 feet out. And it's Ayton missing. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. The Suns trailing. A couple years ago, after making all-rookie second team, we knew Gilgeous-Alexander was good. But, Greg, last season he went from good to great.
I mean, how about almost doubling his scoring average? Became a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. He gives you assists and picks up steals as well. Once he gains more strength, this guy could be a perennial all-star.
And the Suns making a change here. Booker's checked in. Noel's checked in for Oklahoma City.
Gilgeous-Alexander up there, so dynamic as a finisher.
Here's Rubio. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No good on that one. The Suns go the other way with it. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Basket good. Booker's got 8.
And Booker runs the floor so well. A terrific sense of where to be in that kind of situation.
Paul kicks to Noel. Gallinari on the wing. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Thunder lead by 1. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Count that one.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. And there's Booker on the assist by Ayton. Booker's got 6 points in the quarter.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Gallinari. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
He's showing some nice body control, outstanding at keeping his composure and continuing to play at his speed, is Gallinari.
Johnson outside. Adams against Ayton. And Adams sends it back. They recover it. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Paul. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And that's now 7 points for Chris Paul.
Always been so tough as Paul. These types of finishes are definitely not easy.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Thunder have gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. And slam dunk by Noel.
Now, Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Paul for 3. Adams, the pass to Noel. Over Johnson. Off the mark from 16 feet out. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. They ended the period holding on to us. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Kind of like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Oubre, and it's Ayton in at the 5. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. Paul for 3. Rebound by the Suns. Rubio with it. It's deflected.
Well, good work from Gallo there. You forget sometimes at 6'10" that he can come up with those kind of defensive plays. Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Lets the 3 fly. Adams dishes to Gallinari. Paul against Rubio. Just 5 to shoot. Now here's Paul. He's covered closely. Some solid defense from Ayton.
And Paul played in his 10th NBA All-Star game last year after having missed the event 3 years in a row.
And some of that could have been health, and then obviously some of it was fit with other teams. But this Thunder offense has really played to Chris Paul's strengths and working through a ton of options, sometimes playing deep into the shot clock. Again, highly efficient and one of the best mid-range players, and then working alongside Steven Adams. This has been a bit of a symphony here.
Johnson, the pass to Ayton. Back to Johnson. Banked in off the glass. Johnson's got 5.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
To the inside. The pass to Dort. So here's Gallinari. 6 on the shot clock. Rubio against Paul. And he banks in the layup. And it's 9 points for Chris Paul.
Yeah, Chris Paul knows exactly not just who's going to hit him, but how they're going to hit him.
Booker up top. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And that one's good, Ayton. As we approach the 4th quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Pass to Gallinari. At the elbow, Adams. Gilgeous-Alexander against Booker. Basket counts. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 2nd basket.
Gilgeous-Alexander, a unique frame at his size and an intriguing score.
Booker the pass to Ayton. Knocked away. Second shot opportunity. He doesn't hit that one. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul outside. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Paul's got the lead up to 3 now for the Thunder. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And that one's good. Noel.
And trust me, Dennis Schroeder would love to score the basketball, but his ability to set up his teammates is also effective.
Carter drives in. Banked in off the glass. Carter's got 6. The Thunder leading by 3. Passes it to Diallo. Down low. There's Noel. And Noel throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Carter, the pass to Baines. Oh, and here comes Schroeder all alone.
Well, once you get the ball to Dennis Schroeder in the open floor, it's usually game over for the opposition, like what I saw there.
Carter up top. He's guarded by Diallo. And stolen by Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Carter, the pass to Baines. Inside. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. 8 points for him.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Schroeder passes to Noel. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. And the Thunder lead by 9.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
To the inside, Baines. And the dunk by Baines.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. So for Oklahoma City right now, they've got Diallo, Ferguson out there with Muscala. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Noel in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
That drive by Carter lays it up off the glass.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. It's going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Muscala gets the bucket.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Booker looking around. He feeds it to Baines. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Now, Booker's a good passer, becoming better in that area, and he knows how to work the ball around.
Schroeder outside. Pass to Diallo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Yep, it counts. Diallo's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Thunder.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this 4th quarter. It's stolen by Carter. Jumps up, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Like to see Mikal get out there on the fast break and see that open opportunity.
Schroeder passes to Noel. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Kicks it out to Schroeder. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I'm never quite sure what Schroeder is going to do there. Fantastic at forcing the D to hit him while he was shooting that one.
A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Ayton, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Johnson comes in for Saric. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter. Kicks it out to Johnson. And there's the feed to Ayton. And Ayton gets double teamed. And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, Ayton out there playing poker with the flush.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Adams in the high post. Gallinari outside. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. And the shot goes in.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Oubre. Gets a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Gallinari outside. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the pass to Dort. Six to shoot. That one goes. Count it. And the Thunder lead by 7.
And I like the subtle adjustment he made to create a little space for that one.
Yeah, that's an awesome finish there for sure. Not allowing that big guy to have his way or alter the shot.
Schroeder kicks to Adams. The dish now to Gallinari. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort passes to Adams. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now it's a 9-point Thunder lead.
Well, Adams back in the paint. That's where he lives.
Here's Booker. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Here's Dort. Gallinari outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Dort. And the rejection by Ayton.
Ayton flashing some good movement there and great timing.
Good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Gallinari outside. Passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand. This guy wants those kind of shots. That's Devin Booker. Wow.
Here's Dort, covered by Oubre. Dort passes to Schroeder. Three-pointer. Buries it from three-point range. And the Thunder lead by 8.
Well, not known as an outside shooter, he's definitely working on his three-point accuracy.
Oubre, good.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
So we see the Thunder get the win here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed up.